Israel is launching new strikes on Yemen. It comes after Israeli defense forces say Houthi forces launched drones and missiles toward Israel over the past week. Foreign correspondent Britt Clennett joins me from Tel Aviv, Israel, with the latest on that. Britt, what's happening with these Israeli strikes on Yemen?
Yeah, so Diane, the IDF is now confirming another wave of strikes on Houthi targets inside Yemen. The IDF saying those targets include military infrastructure used by the Houthis at Sana'a International Airport, two of the country's power stations, and military infrastructure at ports in the west coast of Yemen. Now, the IDF said the military targets struck were used by the Houthis to smuggle Iranian weapons inside the region, and also for the entry of senior Iranian officials. Now, over the last week, the Houthis have fired multiple ballistic missiles and drones towards central Israel. Now, following the attack, we heard from Israel's defense minister saying, "We will hunt down all of the Houthi leaders. No one will be able to evade Israel's outstretched arm." Now, the Houthis, which are backed by Iran, have continued these attacks on Israel since the start of the Gaza war. And this is now the fourth confirmed attack by Israel on Houthi targets in Yemen since the war began, in retaliation for those attacks.
And the Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry says 5 Palestinian journalists are dead after an Israeli strike outside a hospital. The IDF says they were targeting a group of Islamic Jihad fighters. So what more are you hearing about that?
Yeah, so these 5 men were parked inside a vehicle outside the hospital in the Nusayrat refugee camp in central Gaza. Palestinian TV channel Quds today say the men were working for them as journalists. They posted a video of a blacked-out vehicle with the word press on the back. The IDF said it targeted Islamic Jihad operatives posing as journalists, saying that it does what it can to avoid civilian casualties. But we also heard from the Committee to Protect Journalists saying that it's devastated by the reports, saying journalists are civilians and must always be protected, adding that 133 Palestinian journalists have been killed since the war began. Diane.
Meanwhile, in Syria, the new rebel-led authorities say 14 of their Interior Ministry troops are dead after an ambush by supporters of ousted dictator Bashar al-Assad. What's the latest on these new clashes?
Yeah, so this happened in western Syria. These were former members of Assad's forces. We understand that it's the first direct challenge to Syria's de facto government since the Assad regime was toppled. It came hours after the new administration came out and said its forces killed a besieged group of remnants of the former regime. Now, it really adds to the test for Syria as it goes into this new area, with minority groups saying they're threatened by the new rule and the fact that their rights could be compromised. Diane.
All right, foreign correspondent Britt Clennett in Tel Aviv, thank you.